Hi, how are you? Um, I'm Amy, so welcome. I wanted to jump on here right quick and let you know what the big deal is about essential oils. So, you may not know me. I am Amy. I am a teacher by day. I love teaching people, and I love that I'm finally teaching something that helps people change their lives. That's why I became a health coach. That's why I became a life coach. That's why I wrote my book. That's why I do everything is helping people. That's where my heart is. So, um, that's me. I have two kids, and these oils are the tools that have changed their lives. I've been married to my husband for 14 years, almost 14 years. Um, and it's completely changed him. He's former military, so he dealt with a lot of emotional things whenever he got out of the Army. And he's back to normal. My daughter had a traumatic injury whenever she was a kid, when she was about 5. And so that was about 3 or 4 years ago. And she had a lot of changes. She went from night to day. She went from fearless to being scared of everything. She went from my happy-go-lucky girl to being sad and crying all the time, all day long, every day. We ended up homeschooling both of our daughters because of it. And that's the reason that I started using oils. I was tired of being sick. And the first day that my oils came in, we were sick. We oiled up with Thieves and RC at the time. And within 6 hours, both myself and my daughter were fine, like weren't sick at all. And I was like, okay, maybe there's something to this. And so I started doing a bunch of research. And within 4 months, my youngest daughter's emotional problems were totally gone. Like she wasn't crying anymore. She wasn't doing all these freakouts and all that stuff. She was back to being my happy-go-lucky girl. And this was almost 2 years post-injury. So the only thing that we had changed in those 4 months were using oils. So for what they've done for my daughter, what they've done for my husband and my marriage, what they've done for my oldest daughter, what they've done for my health, like being able to breathe in the seasonal changes of Texas, because that's where we live now, is a big deal. Being able to breathe without the assistance of anything other than oils was a big deal, because I was on medication for that for a long time. No longer, praise God. And 20 pounds lighter because of a protocol we were using for oils, and not all these health issues that were going on. The doctors say you have 6 months to fix it, or we're going to put you on medication. And it's fixed. Like, we got it covered. It's good now. So when all of those changes started happening, now I'm sharing. Now I'm helping others use these tools to affect change in their lives as well. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle change. It is not a slap an oil on one time and you are healed kind of thing. It is consistent healing. It is biblical healing. In the Bible, whenever the people would go to the temple to pray and anoint with oil, they would go multiple times. The majority of the miracles mentioned in the Bible are because of consistency. They consistently went to the temple and anointed with oils every day, multiple times a day, and then they would achieve their miracle. Does God still do the instant miracles like that? Absolutely. He is our God. He can do everything. But he's also provided us with the tools that we need to achieve that miracle on our own. So we can go use the things he's given us, right? So that's my story. That's a little bit about what I believe. So let's get to the nitty gritty of what are oils, why do you need them, and all that stuff, okay? So oils come from every part of the plant. They are from the roots, the trees, the stems, all of it. And the best oils are either steam distilled or cold pressed. Cold pressed is where you just smash it and the oil comes out. They are like the blood of the plant. Like blood is for us, oils are the blood of the plant, okay? There's 3 ways to use them. My husband came up with this saying, and some people like it and some people don't, but you can rub them, suck them, and snort them. He's funny, isn't he? So you can rub them on topically. You can just rub it on your skin. 60 to 80% of anything you put on your skin is absorbed into the bloodstream within 20 minutes. So you can rub them on your skin. The same thing holds with your shampoos, your lotions. Anything you put on your skin is absorbed into your bloodstream. So you really need to look at the ingredients that you're using. You can also snort them. We typically snort them in a diffuser, so we're sniffing them. Whenever you breathe in the scent, smell is the only thing that hits your lymphatic system. It doesn't go through any part of your brain other than going straight from your nose to your lymphatic system, your amygdala, all the emotional part of your brain. It directly impacts your emotions. That's why you can smell, like I can go smell roses and immediately I trigger a memory of going to my grandma's house because she had these huge rose bushes right beside her door. So smell impacts your memory, smell impacts your emotions, and that's how we have such good emotional benefits from these oils. And then the third way to use them is to use them in a cooking. So we, with Young Living, have vitality oils. They are FDA approved for internal consumption. So you can put them in a glass or metal cup, just one drop, and you can suck them in a straw. You can also cook with them. So right after this, I'm going to go do an elderberry class where we're cooking with oils. Peppermint brownies are amazing. Lavender lemonade is amazing. So there's three main ways that you can use them. You do need to do some safety stuff. So always do like a patch test on the back of your skin. Just rub the oil on the back of your skin and then see if it turns red and things like that. If you have babies or children, you want to use a carrier oil like coconut oil, avocado oil, sunflower, safflower oil are very common ones. Jojoba oil is a very common one. Jojoba is really good for the skin. But you want to use a carrier oil, especially with kids. There's dilution charts everywhere. You can go find them, okay? So let's get into some specifics of my top recommendations of oils. If you're going to make a difference in your life, you do want to make sure that you have like 10 to 20 oils. That's all you need to make a lifestyle change to like jumpstart your health and your wellness for physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You can clear that baby brain. You can clear that mental fog with just like 10 to 20 oils. I do recommend a diffuser. I do recommend our diffusers because our diffusers are made with military grade titanium, so they last a lot longer. Our oils are more concentrated than other brands and other companies. I noticed that other companies sometimes will use a chemical solvent to pull more oil from the plant, and that chemical solvent like alcohol can get into the oil. So if you've ever gone to Bath and Body Works or Walmart or anything like that and you've smelled the oil from there and it gives you a headache, it probably means that there's a fake fragrance added to it, some sort of chemical that's added to it. I actually broke out in hives whenever I used a Walmart one, eucalyptus, put it in my bath, trying to like be able to breathe here in Texas in the winter. And every part of my body that was in the water broke out. It was awful for several hours. And so that's why quality matters. We're the only company that owns their crops. We're the only company that only steam distilled or cold presses. The crops make sure that no pesticides or herbicides are ever used on it at all. Like they hand weed with scissors. What other company has the financial resources and the manpower to make sure that they hand weed with scissors because they don't want tractor fumes to get into the crop? Like, it's crazy the things that they think about. Like, there's this one flower, I think it's like jasmine or something like that. Whenever it blooms, it always blooms right before sunrise. And you have to pick that flower right after sunrise, like within 5 minutes or something like that, in order to get the most oil out of it and the most potent oil out of it. So if you don't pick it at the right time, if you don't distill it at the right temperature, like if you're even off by 5 degrees too hot or 5 degrees too cold, or you distill it for 5 minutes too long, like it changes the chemical compounds and how effective it is. Is that not crazy? Like, it is just mind blowing to me, even still a couple of years into using all this. So let's get into some of my favorites, shall we? Frankincense. Frankincense is one of my top oils, especially for emotions. Whenever I first got my kit, my aunt had just passed away. I typically, when I grieve, I totally shut down my brain. Like, that's just my way of processing. So I was actually able to think and support my aunts and my grandma during that time. I used it every day for 3 weeks because I knew it was good for wrinkles. So I put it under my eyes every day. Ran through the bottle within 3 weeks. I don't recommend you do that. But it's so powerful on an emotional level. It allows you to see what God has planned for you, what He wants to do for you. I have a flyer as well that I am happy to send for you. So if you tell me you would like a copy of the flyer or a sample, just let me know. I'm always here to love on you people. Everybody, love everybody. So it's good for sadness. It's good for focus and concentration. Like, this is also called the squirrel oil, because if you're like one of those people that are like, oh, squirrel, what's that? This will help you focus, okay? It's good for skin. I told you that. It's good for grounding. It's good for emotions. It also comes in a vitality oil, so you can use this to put it on the roof of your mouth. It's good for anyone needing to repair their cells on a cellular level, and it smells so good. And you can be like this and like super stressed out, and you can just smell it and you can feel it, and like your voice will drop whenever you hear it. It's really good. One that I am not a fan of the smell is Digize. Digize has fennel in it and does not smell good, but it is the best for stomach support. So any problems with digestion, this is the one, Digize, digestion. It's going to help you with it. My oldest daughter, she's 12. She has a lot of, she's at that age, 12. Like, everything's a drama, right? And that worry is actually held in the stomach. Like, that's where you hold in your body the emotion of worry. And so she uses Digize all the time, and it really helps her to just process her emotions. Citrus Brush is a blend of a lot of different citrus ones. So like tangerine, orange, mandarin, grapefruit, spearmint. Spearmint's really awesome. But it is also a vitality oil, comes in a vitality oil as well. So you can put this in your water. Really, really delicious. It helps you stay in the moment. It is a happy oil because that's what citrus oils do. It just stimulates your brain, amplifies your creativity, it makes you happy. Okay, so I always diffuse this whenever my oldest starts to get like wound up, and she just calms right down. Raven, you'll notice that I put a roller top on Raven because it is the best for breathing support. So instead of using vapor rub or something like that, we put it right here. Just opens up our nasal passages so that we can breathe. It is a blend. So it has camphor, leaf oil, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus. All of these are safe for kids, but I would be cautious about using wintergreen. So this one, we put the roller bottle on whenever we first got started, and I didn't know that you're supposed to dilute with kids. My daughter was 6 at the time. I put the roller bottle on. I put it on her like this. There was no redness. There was no reaction or anything like that. I did it every hour on the hour, and she was not sick anymore. So it's just test it and see how your kid does with it. Use it. Don't be afraid to use it. It will work. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet as well. We put Thieves on the bottom of our feet every night, especially going into the winter season. Thieves is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary. It is called Thieves because in the 13th and 14th century, there was a group of grave robbers who would go around robbing the plague victims, and they didn't get the plague because they would douse themselves with oil. So if it's good enough for the plague, it's good enough to heal us from whatever's making us sick here today, right? But you have to use it. Put it on the bottom of your feet. This blend is also where we get all of our cleaning products from because it's going to clean the best. Like, I use these on all of my floors, my oven, my sinks, my bathtubs, my toilets, like everything gets cleaned with Thieves. This is a bottle that was empty, and then I put 1 capful, which is about this much, in the bottom of it, and then filled it up with half vinegar and half water, and I just spray away. It's safe enough for my kids to use. I don't have to like evacuate my house because the smell is so bad. It actually smells really good. It is a hotter oil because of the cinnamon bark. So if you put it on yourself or your kids and you feel a burning sensation, add the carrier oil like I was talking about, okay? Panaway is also a hotter oil because it has peppermint in it, has wintergreen, and it has hillcrysum and clove. But Panaway literally takes your pain away. Pretty cool, huh? So my husband put this on the back of his neck. He had broken his neck in the military years and years ago, and he still had residual pain, like a lot of pain. It would trigger him into being angry and upset all the time. Like one thing is driving, he tenses up in DFW traffic and it triggers that pain. So he would put this on the back of his neck and takes away his pain. It works. I mean, it's crazy how well it works. Put it on your muscles, your joints. It is not a vitality, so I don't recommend that you like ingest it. Peppermint is ingestible, clove is ingestible, but I don't recommend you do that. It's best topical. So rub it where it hurts, okay? But don't get the hot oils in any crevice. Does that make sense? Okay, just checking. It'll get hot. Just fair warning. You need a soothing oil if you get it in any crevice. So lavender is very soothing. This is the gateway oil for a lot of people. You can add it to your bath salts. You can put a drop on your pillow at night and it'll just help you relax and go to sleep. You can put a drop on your hands and then rub your hands together and put your pet's paws, your dog's paws on it. It will help your pets as well. And this stuff is safe for pets. You can put it in your diffuser for your kids and your kids will be out in like 10 minutes. It's crazy effective. It does come in a vitality oil. So we can make the lavender lemonade, lavender brownies. Lavender is so good. It's really awesome. Peppermint is a hot oil, so be careful. A lot of people love peppermint in their water. I personally can't do it. I love spearmint. Spearmint's a little bit softer. Peppermint is that like wow in your face oil. You can put it on the back of your neck to wake you up in the morning. It like jumpstarts your brain. It gets your blood flowing. If you're a person who works out a lot, putting peppermint on before you go work out will help your blood flow through your body so that whenever you get your heart rate up, it's flowing better. It's really cool. Supports natural response to injury, helps with bringing your body temperature down, which is really cool. Helps with focus, concentration. It's cooling and energizing. It is a vitality oil, so you can cook with it. You can rub it on your skin. You can put it in your diffuser. Lemon oil. I, at first, was not a fan of lemon. Actually didn't try it in my water for like 6 to 9 months because I'm not a fan of regular lemon water. Like if you go to a restaurant, lemon water is just too acidic. But our lemon oil is not made from the rind of the lemon, which is what gives it that acidity. It's made from the pulp, from the fruit itself. So it's not as acidy. It's a cleansing oil. It's a purifier. It's uplifting because it's a citrus oil. Funny thing, it's also good for sticky stuff. So like you ever get stickers or kids who love to put stickers on every window there is, this will take that sticker residue off. Emotionally, it helps with uplifting, like it helps you get over your anger and get you unstuck. Stress Away is my youngest daughter's absolute favorite. Stress Away is what we used every day, multiple times a day, in the diffuser while she was homeschooling, in the diffuser while she slept for those first 4 months that we were using oils. This is the one that we will not run out of in our house. It is her absolute favorite. It is a weird combo because it has vanilla and lime in it. Like that's super cool. It has some other stuff in there as well. It has balsam copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, and acotea. So Stress Away helps support healthy levels out your blood. So if your blood typically goes really high or goes really low, this one evens it out. It's soothing, it's calming. You can put it in your bath salts too. You can wear it as a perfume. It's that combo, like you're either going to love it or you're not going to love it. And like for me personally, it was hard to wrap my brain around that lime and vanilla combo. but my daughter fell in love with it, so I'm going to use it. For me personally, I fell in love with Peace and Calming. So Peace and Calming does similar, it has similar effects. But I personally will not run out of Peace and Calming. My daughter will not let me run out of Stress Away. In fact, she made me order the pre-packaged roll-on just to keep it in my purse all the time. Comes with an easy roller bottle like that. And then the last one is Copaiba. Copaiba is a tree in the Amazon jungle. It is very hard to gain access to this one. It is similar in how it works with cannabis, but it doesn't get you high. Like, I don't know how else to explain it except getting scientific. So scientifically, THC is the chemical compound, but the cannabis has beta-carotene. So beta-carotene is what lowers the blood pressure. It's what lowers the inflammation. It's what lowers and calms all of the system that's like really hyperactive in your body, like all that stuff. Just slows things down and makes it work smoother. In cannabis, it's usually ranges from like 16 to 30% of beta-carotene. In the bottle of pure Copaiba, it's like 55 to 60%. So there's more of the beta-carotene in Copaiba. And it just like if you can't breathe because everything's swollen, you can put this on your forehead and like it'll just smooth it all out. Like your capillaries won't get swollen, your veins and your blood vessels won't get swollen. They'll just go back to normal. It's crazy effective. So this one is also an amplifier. You can pair it with peppermint, you can pair it with a Panaway, and it'll just amplify the effects on your muscles and your joints. And so it'll take that inflammation away for that too. So it's really cool. We use this with everything. Like there's a breathing trio, lemon, lavender, and peppermint that are all vitality oils. And so we'll pair that with the Vitality Copaiba and we'll put them in capsules. And whenever we need breathing support, we'll just take a capsule and 10 minutes later we can breathe fine. Like it's awesome. So those are the oils that I recommend just because they're the widest range for helping support your family. They come in the premium starter kit as well as a sample pack of the Ningxia Red, which is the highest antioxidants that you can get. If you know anything about antioxidants, your body produces about 30,000 free radicals in a normal healthy body every day. If those free radicals build and they keep multiplying, if you don't take care of them and fix them and solve that free radical creation, then your body will start to go into diseases and sicknesses and things like that. Like the free radicals are what causes all of that. So in Ningxia Red, in 1 ounce, you get 30,000 antioxidants to one-to-one combat those free radicals. So it's pretty cool. Helps keep you well. It also regulates your blood sugar and things like that. So we drink it every day, all of us. It's awesome. So you'll get 2 sample packs of that in the premium kit. You also get a sample pack of the Thieves Cleaner. The sample pack of the Thieves Cleaner, you can open it up, but only use about half of it. And you can get a random spray bottle from like the dollar store for $1 and put half of that Thieves cleaner in it and then fill it with water and save the other half for whenever you run out of your like 16-ounce bottle, which you're not going to run out for like a month and a half or something. So those are the basics of my favorite oils and how to use them. Oils are not some new age invention. They have been around for thousands of years and they were our original medicine. Everybody needs these in their home. If you don't have them yet and you want a supportive person that's going to walk you through every step, you should have my name. You should have my number. Hit me up. Let me know. I am always happy to help someone make a change in their life. You do not have to do this health journey alone. You do not have to do any of it alone. Like that's what I'm here for. So let me love on you. Let me know how I can support you. And have a great day. Bye.